Richmond Council has confirmed that Teddington's last remaining allotments will be turned into a graveyard. The decision comes after 1,700 residents signed a petition calling for the plans to be scrapped. I spoke with Candy Taylor, one of the allotment holders who's been campaigning against the cemetery expansion.
I've been an allotment holder for the last 25 years, brought up my children making mud pies, painting snail shells, just having a lovely time there and learning about the environment. And I just feel that we've been really let down and not listened to. I think a lot of people will be changing their vote to Green councillors because they can't see how the council, which professes to be dealing with climate emergency as a priority, people just don't accept that this is a green decision because it's blatantly completely the opposite.
Campaigners I spoke to all said they see the cemetery expansion as a short-term solution, pointing to other councils like Wandsworth and the City of London who've put in place regenerative burial strategies. Jane Cowling lives next to the Shacklegate Lane allotments and presented the petition to the council at the end of March.
The main phrase I kept hearing again is, why are the council really prioritising the dead over the living? This seems a crazy solution. Even if people don't care about allotments, they don't understand the decision to just use it for cemetery space. And they could have been pushing for this more sustainable use much earlier. We are never getting this space back. And I think that's what I heard time and time again was, once this land is gone, it won't come back. It's 120-year-old soil and habitats. We can never reclaim that space now.
The council says allotment holders will be offered alternative spaces, but for some, like Paul Cuff, who's had his allotment for 40 years, the new space won't be appropriate.
Well, yes, I'm 79 years old, and at the moment my allotment is a 4-minute walk away. The alternative I'm being offered is about 1.5 miles. It's about a 30-minute walk. And I have a deteriorating eye condition, so driving is going to very shortly become out of the question. So how do I get bulky materials like compost and maybe a box of seedlings and that stuff to the allotment?
When I reached out to Richmond Council, they said Teddington Cemetery is expected to reach capacity within the next year, and their plan will provide 700 new burial spaces, securing provision for around 30 years. They also say they're developing plans to improve biodiversity and establish community gardening projects at the cemetery. I'm B. Twentyman, and you've been listening to Riverside Reports.